Hello everyone, good evening Vietnam. Welcome to SkillzVault. I'm Testrin, I will be your host. Today we are playing the second qualifications for Vietnam. So I hope you are ready, because I am. So jump in, sign into qualifications. Remember that on www.skillzvault.gg you can sign in right now. So today we'll meet our second finalist. Who will be that guy? I don't know, but we all waiting for this moment. And we will see also two exciting games. I cannot wait for the game to start. But for now, as always, explain in video. Hi there! SkillzVault is finally live. There's an opportunity to find new global esports stars who had not had a chance to show themselves so far, or who are simply hiding their presence from the world. Now it is a chance for them to be on everyone's lips. Perhaps this is what we are waiting for. Perhaps it is you who will meet your idol and try to become the best duo partner in global competition between countries. Of which countries we are talking about?
There are 5 countries participating in SkillzVault. Korea. Registration starts on the 9th of August. The finals, in the other hand, will start on the 18th of September. Japan. Registration for this country will start on the 30th of August, and the final part will start on the 10th of October. Vietnam. The qualifiers will start on the 9th of September. Final part will start on the 10th of October. China will start qualifying on the 27th of September, while the finals will take place on the 6th of November. Brazil, which you can sign up for from the 11th of October, while the finals will take place on November.
Both stars are for your disposal, but only if you try you'll be able to find out who you play better with in duo. Represent your country and fight for the SkillzVault champion title and for $6,000 in Bitcoin Vault per region. Will you be the best in your country individually? We will find out in the finals, but if you will win, you will get additional $5,000 in Bitcoin Vault. Don't wait, sign up now. So, as you've heard, SkillzVault is a great international tournament, and the countries participating in it are Japan, Korea, Vietnam, Brazil, and China. The tournament is aimed in the amateur scene, but qualifiers to Korea or to Japan showed us that also professionals are attending to it. Maybe because of the stars that we invited. We invited stars from each countries, and you will meet those stars in the finals. This is the star from Vietnam, Quang, and my interview with him. Hi, hello there, I'm Testrin. You are watching SkillzVault. Today's interview is for us to get closer to our stars. Today with me is Quang from Vietnam. Hi, hello, how are you?
Hôm nay mình ổn.
Hello, I will ask you a few questions. Are you ready? Can we start?
Ok, mình rất là sẵn sàng rồi.
Okay, perfect. So, the first question. Who are you going to be for SkillzVault?
Mình là Quang Khuấn. Tên thật của mình là Bùi Bá Quang và mình là streamer của Box Studio Việt Nam. Mong muốn để khi mà tham gia cái giải đấu lần này thì bộ môn PUBG Mobile cũng là một tựa game mình rất là yêu thích, và mình rất là vui khi mà được tham gia vào cái giải đấu lần này. Thì mình sẽ khi mà tham gia thì mình chắc là mình sẽ rất là cố gắng để có thể giành được một giải thưởng gì đó trong giải đấu lần này, thì mình sẽ rất là vui.
Pleasure to meet you too. So, who do you think I'm going to play with?
Nếu như mà chọn đồng đội thì chắc là sẽ chọn các người đồng đội, nói chung là chơi có thể khả năng teamwork với nhau.
Okay, thank you. So, communication, shooting, fighting, perfect weapons. What are you going to focus during each game?
Em sẽ tập trung nhất vào phần giao tiếp và phần chắc là kỹ năng.
What is going to be your role in a team, Quang?
Hiện tại trong những lần chơi PUBG Mobile thì chắc là nhiệm vụ của em chắc là leader con team, hay kiểu call mọi người di chuyển theo cái kế hoạch của mình.
Okay, so you are like some kind of a in-game leader, and who do you think should participate in the event?
Đối với em thì cái trò chơi này thì ai cũng có thể tham gia được, miễn là không quá nhỏ và có thể thực sự đam mê với game bắn súng.
Last question to you, Quang. According to you, what is SkillzVault? What do you think?
Với cái góc nhìn nhận của em thì đối với cái giải đấu SkillzVault lần này là một cái giải đấu mà rất là gọi là hội tụ được rất là nhiều những cái người chơi tốt trên rất là nhiều thế giới. Đó thì em cũng rất là vui khi mà mình được đại diện cho Việt Nam để tham gia vào cái giải đấu lần này.
It was also a pleasure to talk with you, Quang. Thank you very much.
Em cũng rất là vui khi mà hôm nay được tham gia buổi phỏng vấn này của giải đấu, và em chúc cho giải đấu sẽ rất là thành công, và chúc cho mọi người tham gia giải đấu sẽ thực sự là cố gắng hết mình khi tham gia trong giải đấu.
And I wish you luck. I'm sure you'll be one of the best players here. I know you a little bit. Now we all know you just for a little. That's all for today. This was Quan from Vietnam, and I'm Testry. Thank you very much. See you in the next material. Okay, and the last thing for you, that's all for today, but you can check our social media to be up to date with SkillzVault. Thank you. See you again. Alrighty, so this was Quan. Did you saw these speakers behind him? He's not only a player, but also not only a streamer, not only a player, but also a DJ. So maybe if he will win the SkillzVault tournament, maybe he will play something for us. But now it is time for TNZombie V4. Hello, I'm Testry and you are watching SkillzVault. Today with me is TNZombie V4 from Vietnam. Hello, how are you today?
Tôi khỏe, cảm ơn bạn.
Perfect. So I'm gonna ask you a few questions. Are you ready?
Tôi sẵn sàng rồi.
Okay, so let's have a little chat with you. So first of all, who are you going to be for SkillzVault?
Tôi hy vọng mình sẽ lấy được top 1. Đó chính là một mục tiêu duy nhất của tôi khi tham dự giải đấu này.
Okay. All right. So our influencer said he's only thinking about winning the competition. I like it. And who do you think you are going to play with?
Thực sự là tôi có xem danh sách những đối thủ của mình, ai cũng tay to hết, ai cũng là kẻ đáng sợ, nhưng mà tôi hy vọng muốn đọ sức nhất là với người Hàn Quốc.
Yeah, but you said also that you are mostly afraid of Korean guys. Why?
Bởi vì nền eSports của Hàn Quốc rất là phát triển, nhưng mà những cái gì càng sợ thì tôi càng muốn chinh phục.
Keep my fingers crossed. Please tell me, communication, shooting, finding the best weapon. What are you going to focus on during each game?
Cái yếu tố mà tôi muốn tập trung vào nhất đó chính là kỹ thuật, bởi vì về tính giao tiếp đồng đội thì đây là những người đồng đội mới của tôi không chắc chắn về vấn đề này, nên là cái để tôi vin vào để lấy top 1 đó chính là kỹ năng cá nhân của mình.
And what is going to be your role in a team?
Vị trí tôi ưa thích nhất trong team đó chính là tanker, bởi vì đây là một vị trí có thể mang rất là nhiều lợi thế cho team.
Okay, that's nice. According to you, what is SkillzVault?
Theo tôi thấy, SkillzVault là một cơ hội để biến ước mơ của mình thành hiện thực. Bởi vì mình ấy đã có mơ ước thành game thủ rất lâu rồi, nhưng mà thực sự là thời gian cũng như là cái cuộc sống của mình không cho phép ấy. Nên đây là một cơ hội để mình có thể biến giấc mơ ấy thành hiện thực.
And what do you think? Who should participate in the event?
Người tham dự có lẽ là những người như những bạn học sinh có thời gian rảnh vào kỳ nghỉ hè này, hay là những bạn game thủ mà muốn trải nghiệm một cái giải đấu gì đấy nó vui vẻ, nó for fun một chút.
Okay, you've heard what TNZombie V4 just said. SkillzVault is for everyone, so do not wait. Join right now to the qualifications. And if you want to be up to date, just follow our social media. Everything is there. Thank you very much, TNZombie.
Cảm ơn vì đã mời em tham dự giải đấu này.
Thank you. Bye bye. So you already know our stars from Vietnam. Now it is the time to meet our casters. Here are the owners of the voices you will hear at today's games, Sandstorm and Professor Tarzan. As always, it is very nice to see you. Hey guys.
Hello.
Hello.
Morning.
Sandstorm, what happened behind your back? There is a green screen?
Yes. Yeah, basically it's today, tomorrow, and the day after. You know, SkillzVault has a busy couple of days. We got the Vietnamese qualifier, we got the Korean finals tomorrow, we got the Japanese qualifiers right after that. And after every single one of them, I'm also working on another event that requires a green screen. So like for these 3 days, it's going to be quite long. So this is needed for extra special stuff.
Every single time I see something, some difference at your camera, but Professor Tarzan, the guitar is there as always.
Man, yes. You do know how much pain I feel to try to angle it every time, like after I play. But anyway, like, it has to be there. Like otherwise, people feel like things are off, right? But I can't be messing around with it either. You know, there's days I've got a green screen, but you know what? Like back to my normal color as well. And I, not even planning to go for anything other than blue. But it's been a good day.
There are also some blues.
Okay, there we go. There's some difference as well. We'll go with blue so we can stick with Tarzan.
That's nice.
Well, there we go.
Nice. So we can stick to the colors of the wall of Tarzan's house, but also to my suit today with your green screen. But we are not playing guitar today. We are playing some PUBG. So what do you think? What will happen today in Vietnam qualification, Sandstorm?
I was kind of hoping for the guitar. Now I'm feeling a little bit let down. But yeah, look, it's still the second qualifier for Vietnam. So we still have 2 more, obviously, coming in the next 2 weeks as well. So I guess what I'm looking for now is I just want to make sure that everyone knows about the opportunity that's ahead of them, and the opportunity, the events that are available to them. So the more people that we can have participating in the event, the more, let's say, opportunities that are available to people. And I guess every little bit helps when you're trying to grow the esports scene all over the world. Every tiny bit helps. So events like this, make sure that you capitalize on it. Make sure that you sign up, and hopefully you'll get your game casted as well, which is not too bad, if I'm being honest. Adds a little bit of pressure and makes it that much more entertaining, though.
Thank you so much, Professor. Last week we have the second qualifiers for Japan, and the first was not so good, but the second was really, really good. Do you think that the same thing will happen to Vietnam?
Maybe. I really hope so, though, because the level is coming up. That's what we want to see, and some of these players are having that type of potential that we believe that can allow them to maybe go to the pro scene. It would take a lot more, though, because solo mode is not competitive yet. But of course, I think this is a great way, a great event to maybe start that train. And who knows? Like I'm just wishing for it and praying for it.
Thank you so much. We'll come back to you in a moment. But now it is time to speak, to talk a little bit about Bitcoin Vault, our beloved sponsor, and what is exactly cryptocurrencies, what is Bitcoin Vault. This guy will tell you everything about it.
Bitcoin Vault, it's a cryptocurrency. It's like any other cryptocurrency there is on the market, except one difference. The difference is quite huge because in Bitcoin Vault, we allow users to reverse a transaction. It means that if you make a mistake, if you send money to the wrong address, or you just simply change your mind, you can reverse the transaction. It's quite the opposite with other cryptocurrencies, where you send the money and it's sent. It's already gone from your wallet. In our case, you have 24 hours to make a decision, to change your decision, if you want to proceed with your transaction or you want to cancel it.
Visit bitcoinvault.global if you want to know more about this cryptocurrency. But for now, we are sticking to PUBG Mobile What is going on in SkillzVault? What is going on in this tournament? What is the pointing system? Now you will know. Hi there! SkillzVault is finally live. There's an opportunity to find new global esports stars who had not had a chance to show themselves so far, or who are simply hiding their presence from the world. Now it is a chance for them to be on everyone's lips. If you are from Vietnam and your unfulfilled dream is to play alongside a star and become a professional esports player, there's only one way you can make it happen: SkillzVault. But how can you participate in it? It's very, very easy. You enter the specially prepared SkillzVault website, which you will find at the address skillvault.gg. Then you will find the Sign Up tab. There you will be able to see the option to sign up for one of the 4 qualifying tournaments. Thanks to that, you will join the stars who are waiting for you in the match stage of the tournament. And which stars we are talking about?
Quang Nguyen is the first Vietnam player with whom you can form the best duo in the fight for the global SkillzVault champion. Tien Zombie V4 is the second Vietnam player waiting for you. Remember to sign up as soon as possible.
Okay, so remember that there are 4 qualifying rounds. So even if you can't sign up for the first one, we'll accept you on the second with open arms. So if you are ready to become the best, it is worth knowing how and what you will fight for. In each country, the tournament was divided into 3 stages. The first is the qualifying phase, the second is the match phase, and the third is the final. Together with the stars, you will take part in 2 of them, gaining both individual points and those that will add up to the global SkillzVault ranking. If you are the best in your country, a big share of the $6,000 prize pool in Bitcoin Vault awaits you. But that's not all. If your country turns out to be the best among all participants, you will receive a whopping $5,000 in Bitcoin Vault prize and the SkillzVault champion title, as well as eternal respect and a chance to be noticed by headhunters looking for players. If this sounds like an opportunity to you, don't waste it. Sign up now. Alright, and now it is a time to connect with our casters again. Sandstorm and Professor Tarzan are here for you, and we are waiting for the game to start. I think it will be like in 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes, and we can start. So we spoke about expectations of today's games for Vietnam. I hope there will be actually more people on the server, and we can talk for a while about it, because you know PUBG Mobile, 100 people on the server, and we need some more people, because we want to know them, we want to meet them, we want to talk with them, we want to contact with them, communicate with them. We want to we are looking for another star in PUBG Mobile.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. We're always looking for like the next pro player from every single region, because I feel like that player plays a huge role in the community. Not let's say like not just being, I guess, the player that managed to get to this high levels, as you're showing, like for example, let's say we get someone to qualify from the Vietnamese qualifiers, we see them in the finals, they play insanely well. Next thing you know, the player thinks, you know what, maybe I might start streaming, maybe I might start going into this professionally. Bit by bit, they get themselves off the ground, they start streaming, they become a content creator, maybe they sign with an organization. Then that person becomes an example for people, I guess, let's say in Vietnam, in Japan, in Korea. It's like, hey, I started off here. I worked my butt off. I managed to get to the point where I'm streaming. I'm working with an org. I'm participating in esports tournaments. It's just giving people, I guess, or showing people in the best possible way that through a start like this, you can still make it to that dream job that you want. You can still make it in esports. And I guess with SkillzVault, you're showing that in multiple countries. You're going to be showing that in China, which we haven't even started yet with its qualifiers. We still have Brazil as well. That's going to be coming up in a couple of weeks. So the fact that we're giving opportunities to these guys all over the world, it's quite insane, and I really want to make sure that people take advantage of this.
Yeah, actually, when you are asking about history of a player, It's actually starting. You know, I was playing some amateur tournaments, and somebody saw me someday, and I signed a contract, and I'm here today. So yeah, it is a great chance. But not only playing is a chance for a player. I think Professor can say more about it.
Yes, and of course, like we talked about, esports time and time again. Sometimes people just want to feel like, oh, I'm very good at something. Testry talk about trying to be a pro player. I try to play like at a bare level as well. But there are so many places that is within the industry that can allow you to channel your passion and other skills. A lot of skills are transferable. I think that's very important. Like even for me, like I'm a huge advocate of that because I'm trained like more on the healthcare medical side of things, but it helps me to do this job maybe better, and I'm not planning to stop, right? Like there's more jobs and more opportunity out there for me to try and take. And so I think having fun in this is very important, but also have your eyes open by how like production work, how every bit you can critique and see how you can be better, email someone, ask questions, be part of the community. That is extremely key. And I can't stress it enough because I did say at the start that SkillzVault, like for me personally as well, it's also learning. PUBG for me is learning because the game's ever growing when it comes to this new platform, new currency that we pay for prize money. The world's always changing that way. So I think to be able to cross path like today in different forms and ways of forms, I should say, is always great, right? So just join us and see what you can get out of it.
Perfect. I think we can cut it and we can, put it on our social media. Thank you so much. But guys, talking about details, because every single time I see, for example, airdrop, it is like some players are, going, oh my God, airdrop! I need to be there first. What is the best tactic for you to play around airdrop, Sandstorm?
Okay, well, I guess I would have to start with, it depends, let's say, where the airdrop is, right? Is it very far? I would only actually go for airdrops if they're dropping close enough to me, or let's say if I'm looking at the numbers of the players, there's not too many left, maybe there's a previous drop that nobody took. But main thing would be if I'm playing solo, make sure that I have eyes on the drop, make sure I have eyes on like any high ground. Would there be any possible location that someone is hiding? Try to see if I can, if I have a vehicle, get the vehicle, drive towards the drop, throw a couple of smokes if I can from a range, if I have cover. Then I can actually just get to the drop, get the weapon swap, get the quick armor. Plus, even if I take damage on my way to the drop, I'm gonna have like a new set of armor and helmet as well. So you can always like re-up that. So just make sure that you give yourself some smokes for cover. Make sure that you look out for any high ground and the kind of like terrain that someone might be hiding behind, and then wait a couple of seconds and just see. Because if you can play the waiting game, if it's inside the zone and like the zone's still closing in, but you're still there, you're chilling. There's no need for you to actually force yourself to go there just yet. So you can either play patiently, wait for someone to come get it, kill them, or you can just go quickly. And just get it as long as you make sure that no one's around and no one's gonna hurt you. Other than that, I maybe just don't go for the drop. But I like going for the drop every single time because there's a high possibility that you're gonna fight someone, and you're always gonna learn from that. If you kill them, good for you. You got to drop and you got to kill. But if you die, well, you learned your lesson and you don't have to adapt next time.
Thank you so much. For me, the answer for what is the best tactic to play around airdrop, it depends. Yes, it depends because it depends every single time of the situation. But in SkillzVault, I think the players should go for the airdrop because of one, you find other players and you need that points to be higher and higher. And second, when there are not so many players on the server, it's actually a higher percentage that you will get this airdrop. Okay, so talking about favorite weapons, I've heard that you spoke about it during the cast, but we actually haven't talked about in the studio. So what is your favorite weapon?
Well, I can answer for Tarzan. That's for damn sure.
Hey, no, I know what he's going to say. It's not that.
Okay. Look. Let's say like favorite meme weapon. I know, but like favorite weapon, nada. Go for Tarzan.
I think the actual favorite. I'm just going to be boring here. Like I like I just like the M4. It's a personal thing. Like it's competitive. I dangle around that scene, a lot. I practice a lot with that gun in different ways. Like I can master it in different scopes with sprays. People need to dial it down to 30 times from 6 times. I can do full 6 time. I love the iron sight and all that. It's just this, it's like the definition of work for me in this game. The definition of grinding, like going into training ground. This is the first thing that I pick up. I spend most time with it. So it's like spending time with the person. You just grew to like it a lot.
Okay, but for example, why not AK? What is the difference for you?
Recoil. Iron sight's terrible. The iron sight for the AK, I don't know how though. I don't know how. Like when I actually spoke to like a couple of other casters in like the MENA region, and I spoke to a couple of players as well, and their response was no. Like the AK actually has the best iron sight. I don't see how that's even possible, because I personally I think the iron sight on the AK is terrible. The recoil is very, very harsh unless you're like forcing your phone down. Other than that, not a big fan of it.
Okay, so you're okay. Let's
like
finish this
AK.
sentence.
You know what? I'm one of those who don't mind the iron sight on the AK. If there's any iron sight that I didn't like, try the P90 and you would want to scream. That is, of course, an exclusive SMG on Livik though, but I quite like the AK. To be fair, I know a good handful of players who would prefer the iron sight on the AK compared to the red dot. I'm more of the red dot type. I completely don't mind the AK. I think the key thing with the AK is definitely that recoil. But early game, if you just hit someone in the head, like with level 1 helmet, it's just GG. It's too strong, the headshot multiplier, but I still have some love for the AK, no jokes, but I love it with the 4 times, because like compared to other 4 times scope, like it has a very visible dot. I used to use it to almost halfway snipe with it before like the really DP 47 meta came in. So I quite like the AK, to be fair. It's just those classical weapons. I'm old school when it comes to that.
I have a bone to pick with you, sir. In what universe are you using a P90 and you're actually relying on the iron sight? Are you crazy? No, I don't think no one ever uses that. Look, the P90 is a hip fire weapon. I've never in my life seen anyone use the P90 and actually scoping. Even when I play literally any other game that has the P90, you literally like you just hold it and you run and you spray and that's it. You don't do anything else.
Wait.
There shouldn't even be an iron sight on the P90, if I'm being honest.
Okay. You know what? There's a school of thought to this. Like I coached professional players before. It's very easy to have burnout, to be fair. I think like events like this is great because like it's variety even for the professional player. I've done those because players need to arguably pick up anything and they should be able to use it. Yes, it's not a competitive map, but like there's 2 types of recoil control. We've got pure muscle memory and 2 is the visual adjustment. So you need to be thrown anything and you're still able to have that adaptability. It's actually good for a skill, and most importantly is what we do for fun, right? Too tired to train CQC with M4. Let's pick up something completely insane. Sandstorm would yell at it, but that's why we would find that fun and kneel for the day, right? So that is probably why I found out that is interesting in the first place.
It is interesting. It is interesting. So, Samson, what is your favorite weapon? Because we are coming to straight to the match, like 3 minutes, and we are starting. So please.
So here's the thing. I guess like my loadout kind of switches. Like I'm a fan of most weapons, right? So if I see, for example, if I come across a SCAR, I'll pick it up, right? If I find an M4, I'm gonna prioritize the M4. I don't know why the M4 I'd say would be my favorite one if I had the option of choosing anyone, but I'm kind of game for all of them because if you can practice with multiple guns, if you can learn how to use multiple guns, then I guess every single game will kind of go just better for you. In case you don't find your favorite gun, it's like, oh well, this game's gonna be terrible. I didn't find an M4. I only found like, let's say, an AK or an M7. No, just get used to all these guns, get used to all these recoils, and you'll become a better player. But hands down, if I had to choose every single time, I would go for the M4.
Okay, so
I'm
both of
basic
you
like that.
are choosing M4. Thank you so much, guys, for this insight knowledge. And now I'm leaving you. The match is yours.
No, don't leave me with the iron sight using P90 guy, please.
Oh man, it was only an example to have a little fun, you know. I'm sure
man.
he'll not do this in a tournament. Okay, so
You know, I'm gonna be
guys.
watching him now.
I'm gonna be watching you. I'm gonna be watching you right now. So see you after the game. Have a lot of fun, guys. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much indeed, Testry. And we have about 2 minutes that separate us and the first game of the second qualifier for Vietnam, brought to you by, of course, the lovely people at SkillzVault. Now, since we're going to be jumping into the game in about 2 minutes, it is going to be a wrangle. Let us play our favorite game, Tarzan. Where do you think the plane path will be coming from and going? And where do you think that first zone is going to be?
From mill to power to hospital. First zone's going to be center over Pachinki. I feel like I'm just gambling right now. It's like one of those days that I don't want to think. I don't want to rely on.
No,
Luke
that's
and
like
just
that.
say the first thing.
I mean, look, this is because it is like when it comes to this, like no one can literally tell. It's like, oh, this first game is gonna be here to here. No, we're all guessing, but we'll see who's gonna be right. We'll see who's gonna be wrong. Also, the closest to the right path and the right zone wins, and the loser has to buy a winner. I don't know. We're meeting apparently sometime in December, so some person owes the other a drink or dinner or something. All right, there you go.
Let's do that.
Okay. I'm gonna
writing it down.
I mean, look, it's on stream. It's in the VOD. Before we jump in, I got 45 seconds. I'm gonna say my plane path is gonna come from western side of Millibase, going to Stalber. And I'm thinking the first zone is going to be southeast side. It's going to be over Primorsk. It's going to be over Ferry Pier, Quarry, and even a little bit of Gatka is going to be in there. Pochinki might be on the further, like northern eastern side, but I believe that's where it's going to be. Let's see if I'm right. We got about 20 seconds.
You guys got the VOD? Because I feel like that's exactly what I said last time. What Sensom said. I'm not even joking. Like something about my voice or whatnot just lodged inside of his brain. I definitely remember myself saying the western coast of the southern island to something like.
Oh yeah,
you know what?
Oh yeah, like we basically traded. You stole my one and I stole your one.
Really?
But we should be jumping into the game. Yeah, we basically the second you said melt power to hospital, I'm like, wow. He just stole mine.
It's
okay. I stole yours, to be fair, as well.
But from last week, it's big brain, guys. It's big brain time. You know, like we somehow remembered. I mean, like the brain just worked in mysterious ways and miraculous ways. But yeah, can't wait to see this one. I think what I want to see as well. Once again, nothing new for us. Both action snipers, and for me personally. Yep, no P90 in here. I'll go for either the DP or the PP. Shall we say that? Just kind of love like both of these weapons. Very versatile.
I mean, that's the like for when you're looking at the PP Bison, yeah, it's very enjoyable. You got a massive mag, so you can just walk into a building, start spraying, and then never stop. Like that in some way could like maybe disorient the other players, maybe could just distract them for a couple of seconds while someone else is actually coming in with the flank and comes in with the kills. So you know it does have a use. I'm kind of like I know that where you can find that on Vikendi, and part of me is kind of happy that we're not seeing Vikendi recently. I don't know why. I just like. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know something about it, but let's have a look. Oh no!
Say it!
Wait. So wait, does that mean that we kind of both win? Because I got the start of the plane path, but you got the end of it going over a hospital. So I'm gonna call this a tie for this one.
Now.
We'll see who's closer on the zone. Whoever's closer on the zone is the official winner.
Yes, exactly. And you know what? What I like to see, I love to see Mao Kim because he or she is back. Seiya is back to do some swaggish, you know, stylish things again. You know, nothing new because we've seen him. This is the third week. I mean, it's good. Like he qualified and came back and say, you know what, we're going to test everyone's skills a little bit. Then I don't know how to pronounce it. but like player number 5, we just call him 1221. It's actually has a catch to it, has a ring to it. That name is a Japanese name, and so let's see. Like,
yeah, I learned like maybe 1 or 2 Japanese words, and that's about it. I don't even know how to write them. I just know how to say them, and I'm not even. Yeah, that's about it. That's all I got.
Hey,
I'm trying to remember them now, and I'm pretty sure. Like, I'm gonna be honest. One of them was actually a pickup line.
Go for it.
Which no, that's the thing. Like one, I forgot it, but like I can tell you, not really a pickup line, but like something I learned in Spanish. I guess.
Okay.
And it goes like mi corazón palpita como una patata frita, which means my heart beats like a fried potato. Not French fries, like a whole fried potato. It's apparently it's something from like an old Spanish show, and if you say it to literally any Spanish person, they're gonna laugh. They're just gonna laugh a lot. So I tried using that on a couple of nights out, and it always worked. With guys, unfortunately, like I just say it to guys and they laugh. I try when I'm talking, like I just can't like go up to someone and just say that. I feel like it's too. I don't know. I don't know how to proceed.
Okay. What even is a fried potato though? Do you mean like fritters or something like that?
No. Just a whole potato, deep fried.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
Wow,
That's literally the same. That's literally the same. Also, we have our zone. Production, if we can have a quick look, if you don't, please and thank you.
Yes!
Oh, no!
Yes!
Okay, well, looks like I owe Mr. Tarzan. You know what? I owe you dinner. I'll give you that. I owe you dinner.
Oh, okay. Well, guys, we haven't talked about what it's going to be. Yeah. You guys need to know that in the UK and Ireland, we didn't have the best food. So, but I would take anything. Like, give me a meal deal, like from a shop, like a Boots or something, like Coat Sandwich.
No, I got you. We're gonna go to a nice. Look, we're gonna go to a nice place. All right, we're gonna go to a nice. I'm gonna wine you and dine you. Don't you worry. We're gonna have a good evening. Just like these guys are having a pretty chill game so far. 5 people participating with us. So we got Mao Kim, who's at the very southern part. Sayer, who's currently looting in Waterworld. Everyone's just chilling, having a very nice, relaxing time, enjoying the atmosphere of Erangel, which we rarely get to kind of embrace in a full lobby. It's usually filled with like screaming and shooting and flames and explosions, but now it's very calm. It's very nice.
I think that's the thing as well. Like literally, last night for my night walk, after like food, before bed or something like that, like between that time frame, okay, I fell in love with like listening to certain books or the summaries. There's something that really talked. There's a book I read, kind of listened to yesterday, about creativity. So change of environment or whatnot is huge. So it's exactly what you said. Like you go into that work mode, you're a pro player, like you've got the structure. It's almost textbook for you to do things, but suddenly your brain just get open up. Like whenever I do SkillzVault, I feel like that's the thing. I'm happier to talk about like making jokes or making memes or puns out of player names. You know, you talk about guns, you go back to what you love about the map, not worrying about, you know, like not saying a player's name like wrong or something. Yes, of course, I love their names, but sometimes it's part of the fun, like because it's not so serious, then you get to, you know, find another type of fun, which is absolutely what we love. And yeah, man, like I can't complain, right? Like you can start this game and you can find all the ways to find the fun out of this. It doesn't get more fun than having someone driving this bloody glider, you know, like we have these games that people being shot in the hand, and then Testry telling me, well, that's probably the way to kill someone. He hasn't got a girlfriend. That goes extremely deep. And I had the best laugh that I had for that day. And Quarry, apparently, you bet over, you know, a circle over here. And how do you feel seeing someone like this?
I mean, honestly, we're talking about enjoying Erangel. I believe Nisip has the best way of enjoying it. You know, he's on the glider. He's having the time of his life. He's just flying around, enjoying the view, enjoying the weather. No one's shooting at him. The fact that he has level 2 vest is fine, because like I don't think I've not that I've ever seen, but I've very rarely seen anyone actually get taken out while they're in a glider. Unless they take themselves out by flying into a building, sure. But other than that, I don't think I've seen someone actually shoot down a player in a glider. Maybe we'll see that happen today. Maybe Sayer will be one of the firsts. We'll have to wait and find out. And speaking of Sayer, he is still in Waterworld, but he might be hearing the movements of the man in the glider. Very, very short.
Hey, you know what? Like, we actually are good at setting certain history. Like, what I tagged you, like, on Instagram last time round was because we talked about seeing someone pan in pro play. That same day, it happened in the Southeast Asia one, I believe. Like, someone got panned, and it became a huge... It went viral. Okay, and then we talk about, you know, this time round, someone driving a glider. I haven't seen someone on stream, on broadcast, flying it for so long with that level of stability. I have not seen it before. He went from basically Primorsk all the way to South Georgia Pole with a glider. I don't think I have ever seen anyone like that. I don't think I can do it personally. Talking about someone getting shot out of a glider, we may just see it, right, in our work sometime, because we talked about it. We've got this track, you know, we've got this history now that we can maybe say something for it to happen. I'm waiting for it to happen, you know. And Nasip, well done. I mean, I've never had fun. I never had any success when it comes to glider anyways.
Well, I mean, I've tried it a couple of times myself. Only one person can ride in it, no? Or I think you can have a passenger, no? You can have a passenger. So. Yeah, so like that's the thing. Imagine when we get to the finals and we actually see duos, right? Imagine if like you're flying and then you have your content creator or your influencer with you, and he's just sitting right next to you, and he just starts shooting people down. I feel like that would be quite nice. We'll see. Hopefully, we can actually get it to happen. We'll have to wait and see. Right now, we're following Mao Kim, level 2 vest, level 1 helmet. Not much in terms of healing, though. Only 1 first aid, 1 energy drink, which he might have to use right now, considering he's been running into absolutely everything so far. You okay, bro?
Hey, you know what? Like, he also drove past.
Yeah.
My guy. Hey, you know what? Like, driving is a very much overlooked skill in this game, and it actually like baffles me to think about how much I feel like I have like blooper moments in the game driving where you don't see it enough, like not quite as much that as expected in pro play. So driving is actually a very, very, very important skill. Like it will easily become a meme, or you can. I've heard people almost getting kicked off a team by constantly causing the team trouble for failing his driving. Not like it's actually nothing new. It's actually a very real thing. And right here, what's also real is my love for the Mark 14. We talked about it before. It's great long range. Like if you know how to use DMRs, it's great short range. You can turn it into auto mode. It's a bloody laser, man.
Well, we'll see if anyone will be able to, I guess, grace the lobby with that. Well, considering we have 2 lobbies, maybe, just maybe. Right now, 12:21, slowly making its way. 10 minutes have passed. The first zone has just about covered halfway through. Testry, I remember you asked us before about a drop. Let's see how Sayer is going to be approaching this. Considering there's only 5 players and this is the first drop, I would still, just have a quick look around. But I don't think, Sayer really needs to worry about that. And he was also, a player that wasn't really afraid of going for the drops every single time in the last couple of qualifiers that we had. Obviously, he's going to go for all these level 3, vest, helmet, bag. And I believe he picked up an MK14. I believe that was an MK14, which is going to be quite useful in today's games, I believe.
Well, I actually only use it for close range, is what I realized, because I'm just bad at the game. Like, I feel like I'm just getting worse.
Yeah, that's
so
why we're casters, bro.
Hey, you know what? Like we should. I feel like we should play some games, like more, right? Like casters should play more games, not only to study and do their homework, but have a different perspective to it. Like and you will feel like how hard it is to be a player, right? Because sometimes we go into this mode where it's like, what are you doing? When you've got that spectator perspective, but then when you go back to the game, you learn about like how hard it can be. So yes, like it gives us like more sympathy in situations, especially in the car. And this is actually great. Like Vulcan with the classic Dacia. I feel I haven't even seen this in so long. It's like it jumped straight from like 1960s because everyone got cool skins now, and this actually makes me nostalgic. I'm not going to lie. It makes me miss this and how people used to love Ruins as a spot to hold.
I mean, when I look at Ruins as a spot, I feel like it's way too open to the areas around it. That's a problem. It's like you might be able to like get cover behind one wall and have cover, I guess, from two different angles, but you're still open to two. And considering this is solos, it's going to be quite difficult for you to hold those two angles, I believe. It would just be best for you to, I guess, just move along. Maybe go to a little bit more south, go to the likes of Pachinki, since we did see that the first zone, was a little bit on the northern side of the military island, but
yes,
the fact that now we have the second zone. If we can have a look at it, production, if you don't mind, just want to have a look at that second zone and see exactly what is going on and where did the zone actually shift. Meanwhile, right here, Nisa, he's 1,000 meters away from the zone. 2, I don't see a vehicle. 3, there's the glider. He might have actually been looking for fuel. I think he was actually looking for fuel, yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised. Like, to be fair, like in the PC version of this game, like you need to first get few to be able to use a glider, I believe. Because I don't know what they've done when it comes to like balancing the game or whatnot. But this is interesting. He has to have very good flying skills. He has to be a good pilot, essentially. Because if he's not, right, then he will crash it. He can't get into the zone. And more importantly, my question is, Sandstorm, whether he can get to zone in time. Like otherwise, he needs to probably swap seats on the plane to heal when no one's flying the plane. Like that is the scariest thing. He's fine. He's just so experienced. Like you know what? Like I'm waiting in any games that I cast to see someone getting sprayed down from a glider or someone to basically kill someone from a glider. That would be crazy. Hey, you know what? Like
that feels too movie-esque. In a way.
Yes, but seen it before for PC version. But you know what? Like, can I top up maybe some olives for that dinner? Like, if I have Pachinki in the third zone as well.
I mean, look. Here's the thing. We'll see. First of all, I want to see if there's any players that are going to be going to Pachinki. And I look at Sayer once again. By the way, he has gone for the second drop, which we're used to seeing from him. Now I believe he might have an MK14 with a silencer along with a Groza. And of course, the level 3 everything from what I'm looking at as well. He has 4 energy drinks as well, maybe 2 painkillers, I believe. So he's kind of stacked and he's quite ready to take control of this game. And I really want to see if he's going to be able to do just that, considering that he only has 4 people standing between him and that chicken dinner, and of course first place in our first game. Second zone will be moving in just a couple of seconds, about 20 on the clock right now. Nisip was able to actually make it into the zone. And
wow, he's showing the skill already. Did you see that? He found the balance on the glider. He swapped seats and tried to ADS in with the Uzi, then swap seats again. Like I can't even like have my hands off the screen for one bit. Like it crashes every time. Like it's like I'm too old for this, but the potential first fight happening over here, and this is a great compound to do that because we've done the Arabian region. We know the best team over in that region so far to have biggest games from that single compound, but they would just pass by each other.
Oh, this might be it.
Saya!
We're okay. We're all freaking out. We're all freaking out because he might actually do it. But Nisif has been forced to make a crash landing. He hasn't taken help to take it out just yet. But Sayer just needs one bullet. I mean, you got a Groza, baby. Of course, it's gonna be that easy. And yeah, he does have an MK14. He does have a Groza, and he basically has everything he needs in order to take over this game.
Jesus, this is man. Like, if the side of the Mr. Pilot swaps seats and then sprayed Saya down, then it becomes extremely personal because Saya will come back and haunt you. Like, we've seen him many weeks now, and he's that type of player. Other than doing what Mao Kim is doing, but better. If you guys haven't watched the previous qualifiers, Saya is good at parking his cars, on slopes, like parking them vertical as well, right? But will he get punished for once by playing, this very flashy style? We get to find out in Pachinki.
Ooh, let's have a look at Sayer now going for that second kill of the game. 12-21. I'm not sure he can actually win this fight against an MK14 and a Groza, and he's just unloading Sayer. On the other hand, taking a couple of shots, taking a little bit of damage, but 12-21, trying to use the trees.
Good maneuver.
Advantage. He's trying to cover, but now he's exposed, and Sayer takes advantage of that. You still see the heal coming through for 12-21, but still takes a little bit of damage because Sayer shot him right after he finished. And Sayer, once again, he just needs one more bullet. He needs to shoot one more, but 12-21, he's taking forever to respawn, and that is going to be it. And Sayer secures his second kill of the game, but we have a red zone. And it's going to be raining all kinds of hell on Sayer now. Let's see if we're going to be seeing a kill by a red zone. I mean, it's entirely possible. It is entirely possible. So he does need to move. There's no need for you to hit an adrenaline shot in the open. Yes, you are next to the tree. It might give you some cover, but I would get into a house ASAP. And now we can see Vulcan heading towards the drop that has already been looted by Sayer. We are down to the last 3 members. We still see Mao Kim on the southern outskirts of Rozhok, Sayer in the middle of Pachinki, and Vulcan all the way to the south.
Pachinki is in. And
it is. Oh man! First it started off as dinner only, but now it's going to be like, you're going to get the main course, you got to get the appetizers, you even got to go for the amuse-bouche, and what is it? Trying to think of. There's a lot of different plates. Like, for example, when you go for like a 3-course meal or a 4-course meal, right?
Yes.
3-course meal, you get it. It's starter, main, dessert. 4-course meal, you get an amuse-bouche, a starter, a main course, and a dessert. There's a 5-course one where you get a salad, a 6th one where you get a soup. I don't know. This is basically how it's getting. The closer, I guess, the more of Pachinki that's in the zone towards the end, the longer this meal is gonna get. Thank God I'm working on PMPL and on SkillzVault, because I don't know how else I'm going to pay for that meal, if I'm being honest. Jeez.
Man, hey, you know what? I can go for something very simple. Let me introduce to all of you my favorite student meal, right? You know how students need to, save some money here and there, don't have the biggest budget. This is the most meme thing that you will ever hear when it comes to food. And I will bet if you want the next one, okay, and I will make you this, and we need to film it because it's going to be funny. Okay, listen to this.
Okay, sure.
Have yourself a toast sandwich. So you basically toast a piece of bread to put in the middle of 2 other slices of bread because you're so poor as a student. Dude, you need to add variety. You get with a loaf of bread. Let me finish. And then you will toast the middle one, and that will be your filling to your sandwich. So 2 slices of bread with 1 toasted slice in the middle. You have texture, you have carbohydrates to keep you going.
The UK has ruined you, my friend. The UK has ruined you. I swear to God. You see, I learned the opposite, right? I started getting creative with, obviously, one thing that students around the world would identify with when it comes to one of the main foods that they had: noodles, ramen, plain and simple, right?
Yes.
Basically, add the water, boil it, eat the noodles in, if you're having ramen, like you put the seasoning in with the water and then you just have that. But if you're having like dry noodles, then you strain the water, throw in the sauce, throw in whatever, and then you're done. But I began experimenting a little bit, right? So I started off by just getting some dumpling. I started with like just some mushrooms, some really thinly sliced beef. I forgot what they're called, Well, first of all, you got the mushrooms, then you got the beef, sweet corn, like the sweet corn that you throw in a stir fry,
spring onions,
and also spring onions and sweet peas, except not just peas on themselves, like in the pods. I forgot what those are called. I don't know, honestly. Anyways, bean sprouts? I don't know.
Bean sprouts are pretty good. Bean sprouts are extremely good.
I am literally googling peas. It's just basically edamame, but like isn't edamame like the dish and the way it's made?
Pachinki is in. Okay, you know what? Before we continue with that, Seiya is doing that thing, right? That he's done continuously. He taunts players, and he would literally say in the PUBG language saying, "Fight me." He'll park his car in Headshot Hills, in elevation, in the middle of the hill, and then start doing these shots, and say, "I am here." And I think one of these days he may get punished. I'm not sure when, but we know the level of talents that we've seen in some multiple regions. He can't keep doing this, right? So that's his style. He is the one who would dance a little bit before going out to kill someone. Like, he is the one who is also chill and fun. I wouldn't do it myself, but he has no problem doing it. So I do respect it. And now with the MG3, very, very deadly.
Yeah, I mean, he's had the Groza before, but boy, the Terminator could learn a lesson or two from Sayer. Let's see if he's going to be able to wrap up this game with a total of 4 kills, coming out with the most points. Maybe he might just set his sights onto Mao Kim, taking a couple of shots with that MK14. Let's see if he's going to be able to take him down, because we see both players are actually present right now. One more shot, he would be able to secure the kill. Mao Kim, not so sure where he can go. He doesn't know what to do. Now he unleashes the MG3. Still just needs one more shot to get the kill, and finally gets the headshot onto Mao Kim. And we are down to the final 2. 23 minutes into the game. Sayer versus Vulcan.
You know what? This could be the rise, but to be fair, quite too many kills now. Or should I say, has he killed absolutely everyone?
Yep.
Maybe except himself.
So far.
So this could be it. This is history made. Yes, of course, with the larger lobby is not it's a lot harder, but it's not the first time that we've seen Sayer, and to be fair, it's good to have some sort of record. It's not the hardest one to break, but it's nice to have storylines, right? And Sayer, to be fair, from this spot, I actually quite like talking about it, because in pro play, you know how I do the color casting more, you do maybe the hosting side. People talk about maybe taking center circle or whatnot. To be fair, sometimes you want to play off center a little bit if that edge allows you to control and engulf every enemy coming in from that particular side of the edge. But if that same spot allows you a lot of info towards the center, right? So that is the optimal position, because sometimes it's very landscape specific, good spots or whatnot. So that is also applicable here. So I think Sayer taking that, retrieving away from Headshot Hills, where he's played that taunting game where he can still get stabbed from multiple sides, to rotate to another power position of probably my choice as well for that circle, is actually a good play. So I actually still have hopes. I feel like he is a player who can be up for a bigger challenge from players like Sporter from Korea and multiple yet to come.
Well, that's what SkillzVault is all about, giving those people the opportunities to prove themselves. And right now, we could be actually coming towards the end of the game, as we have the last 2 players. And Vulcan deciding to finally take the fight, but he's actually still driving around. Sayer gets in his car, and now looks like we have a race going on. Okay, Sayer just going to be bumping into the car. He's going to unleash the MG3, and he gets the 4th kill of the game. wraps it up with a lovely chicken dinner. 4 kills. That is a total of 120 from the kill itself, 400 from the placement. So that is 520. Quick math. For the first game of the day. Beautifully played by Sayer. And honestly, I like how aggressive he is, and I like how much he just loves to drive around and go for every single drop. Absolutely spectacular from him, and I'm waiting to see if he's going to do that again in the second game.
Of course, like we've seen him before, but the key thing with this type of game is, one, we had loads of fun looking at gliders, which is new for me. Anything new is great. Like, you just gotta, I actually enjoyed that one, and I would probably go into training ground later on, guys, and try to play around with the glider.
Hell,
It's important,
right
I really, really important. Like, you need to know, like, when that's the only thing that's available to you, you need to know how to use it. So I think sometimes skills go all the way, like, to these types of mindsets, right? Two, Saya, I love watching him, like, just keep coming back. I don't mind, because I'm constantly trying to assess him, like, as someone who worked with pro players, to see, does he show qualities that allow him to actually win the whole thing? Because we knew, like, South Korea got some really good players. So now that we've seen players again and again, you would say, hey, why are you coming back? But, make the most of the situation. I actually think right now he is not at that level yet. And I'll tell you why, Sandstorm. It's not just about whether he's got, that style that is calm and would do something creative. Certain basics is not quite there yet. You can see those maneuvers when he needs to swap seats and spray someone down and spray someone out of, like, vehicles. Like, that is extremely key, right, in pro play. And you can see Sporter is probably the type of player who could probably do that better for now. And I love saying that, because everyone can improve. You never know. Like, he may come and watch and say, yeah, that's true. And then just go practice.
Yeah, very true indeed. And meanwhile, we do have a break coming up. We are going to be taking a very short break before we jump into the second and last game of the second qualifier. So don't go anywhere. We're going to be right back with some more SkillzVault action. See you in a bit.
Hello and welcome, I'm Tesri, and today with me is Tien Zombie V4. I'm sure you want to get to know him better. Hello, how are you?
Tôi khỏe, cảm ơn bạn rất là nhiều.
Okay, so first, let's go back to the roots. Please tell me, what was your biggest hobby as a kid?
Sở thích lớn nhất của tôi khi còn nhỏ đó chính là chơi game. Từ năm 14-15 tuổi tôi đã có sở thích chơi game rất là nhiều thể loại rồi.
So what was your first game you ever played?
Trò chơi điện tử đầu tiên tôi chơi đó chính là Crossfire, ở Việt Nam gọi là đột kích.
And your favorite game?
Trò chơi nào tôi cũng yêu thích. Hiện tại tôi đang chơi từ 4 đến 5 tựa game cơ, rất là nhiều.
Okay, so how many hours a day you spend playing games?
Khi tôi còn nhỏ ấy, thì thời gian chơi game của tôi đã dao động từ tầm 2 đến 2 tiếng rưỡi một ngày. Còn bây giờ chơi game là công việc chính của tôi rồi, nên là cứ lúc nào làm việc là tôi chơi. Có ngày thì có thể là 10 đến 12 tiếng, nhưng mà có ngày lại không chơi tiếng nào, bởi vì đây là công việc của tôi rồi.
Okay, so do you have time for different hobbies, or you are focusing only on gaming?
Tôi có một sở thích khác, đó chính là nuôi cá cảnh biển và nuôi thép cảnh. Tôi đang tái tạo một cái dạng san hô trong chính ngôi nhà của mình.
What is the name of the fish?
Tôi đang tái tạo một dạng san hô ngay trong ngôi nhà, nên là có rất là nhiều loại như là Nemo này, tăng vàng, tăng tím này, tú hú này, nói chung rất là nhiều.
So when you are playing, you don't forget to, change the water?
Thời gian tôi thay nước để cá là từ 7 đến 10 ngày cơ, nên là rất là thoải mái. Tôi sẽ có một cái lịch lên sẵn, sắp xếp thời gian sao cho thay về nước phù hợp nhất, nên là chắc chắn đây là điều không thể quên được rồi.
Okay, so you have professional equipment, but let's go back to the games. From where and when did your passion for PUBG Mobile came from?
Thời gian chơi PUBG PC ấy, là ngay từ lúc PUBG PC xuất hiện ấy, thì cái thị trường game gần như là đổ sang tất cả game này. Sau một thời gian chơi, tôi thấy PUBG Mobile ra ấy, chơi trên điện thoại cực kỳ tiện, nên là mình cũng đã tìm hiểu và chơi nghiện từ thời gian đấy tới bây giờ.
Okay, so when you are playing like 10 or 12 hours a day, what is the reaction of your family?
Bởi vì đây là công việc của tôi rồi. Có ngày tôi chơi từ 10 đến 12 tiếng, nhưng mà sẽ có những ngày nghỉ đến 2-3 ngày cơ, bởi vì như là tôi muốn thư giãn đầu óc để làm công việc nó tốt hơn đấy. Và vợ của tôi thì cũng ở nhà và hai vợ chồng cùng làm clip thôi, nên là vợ tôi khá là thoải mái về thời gian làm việc của tôi.
Congratulations! Congratulations! You just get married. When exactly?
Tôi đã kết hôn được 1 năm nay rồi và bây giờ chúng tôi đang chào đón đứa con được 3 tháng rồi.
All right, so congratulations. Just married guy, pregnant wife. Nice, very nice. Congratulations, you are a lucky guy. You are a lucky guy. Okay, so do you want to play with your baby? Like you want to show the gaming life, the gamer's life to your baby, or you will say, oh no, don't play games.
Chắc chắn rồi, tôi sẽ cho bé tiếp xúc nhưng mà không phải là quá nhiều và tôi sẽ thoải mái hơn cho con tôi về vấn đề chơi game này. Chứ ngày trước ấy tôi cũng bị bố mẹ giới hạn chơi game khá là nhiều nhưng mà bây giờ cách nghĩ của tôi đã thay đổi hoàn toàn rồi.
But not too much, yeah. Not 10 hours. Is enough, yeah. Not 12. 10 hours is enough.
Tùy vào sở thích của con mình thôi nhưng mà tôi nghĩ là tầm nếu mà bé còn quá nhỏ thì mình sẽ làm cho mình sẽ hạn chế bé tiếp xúc thôi và khi nào những độ tuổi lớn hơn và tùy theo thời gian thì tôi sẽ tính ra thôi. Bây giờ thì chưa thể nói trước được.
Okay, please tell me, is it gaming your only source of income?
Đúng rồi, đây là nguồn thu duy nhất của tôi bởi vì gần như là toàn bộ thời gian của tôi đã tập trung vào công việc. Tôi đã cống hiến 5 năm cho nghề này rồi.
How would you encourage young people to follow your footsteps?
Các bạn hãy cứ theo đuổi đam mê của mình. Ngày trước mình cũng không nghĩ là mình thành công được đến như thế này đâu. Có một thời gian 1 năm rồi mình làm không có một cái thành tựu gì cả nhưng mà mình cứ bám trụ thôi. Và bây giờ mình cũng đã có một chút thành tựu đối với cái nghề này rồi. Nhưng mà không phải vì nghề này mà các bạn đánh đổi tất cả nhá. Hãy thật cân nhắc trong cái sự lựa chọn của mình.
It's a tough business. It's a really tough business, but yeah, like you said, following our own dreams is very important in life. Thank you so much. Say hello to your wife and see you on the battlefield.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. If you want to see Tien Zombie V4 in action, you can't miss SkillzVault tournament. So follow us on our social media and see you next time.
Cryptocurrencies, it's like a virtual money. You can store it, you can spend it, transfer it, you can store it for short term or long term, like an investment. But overall speaking, it's like a virtual money. You can use it to buy things either online or offline. The only difference is that cryptocurrencies are quite new compared to fiat money.
Well, hello.
Seems like
like-
we need to fill the void. Well, fill the
Yeah,
void,
we-
but you know what? Like, we missed Testry quite a bit, and you know the moment when it can be of one thing. You know, like how recently this NFT thing has been out. You know, people have got these like visual things that we're in the very, very central world. That sometimes it reminds me of how a lot of the enjoyments that we have are not shared by many people in the world. Like, if you can't see it, you can't enjoy it. Like, what's the point, right? So, like him, we know that he's handsome, but people can only tell him by his voice, right? And now, only now that people like, you know, get to connect with him again. And as we say that, welcome back.
Welcome
Yeah,
back,
welcome back,
welcome
Testry.
guys. You know, it was just a test. You know that people was not hearing me. Yeah, it was just a test because sometimes I feel like they don't listen to me because I'm telling sign up for the qualifications. Sign up right now. This is a chance for you. This is an opportunity to you. And I'm talking, and they not listening. So this was just a performance that you should listen to me because when I'm talking, I'm usually talking about important things. So this was just a test, but I'm back. Guys, I love how you. I love this cast because I love when somebody is, in his job, very enjoying what he's doing. So I love this cast so much.
That's one of the things I love about this job as well. And also SkillzVault giving us like this kind of freedom. Like look behind you, dude. Look at the setup that you had behind you. That's honestly amazing. Like imagine if we had a little bit of extra time to set it up, I would have like maybe pulled my desk a little bit closer, used the green screen, maybe maybe take like your feed, put it next to mine. It's like, hey, Teshu, what's up? And that's as close as we can get for now, unfortunately.
Yeah. Maybe next time. Maybe next time when you remove this green screen behind your back. But talking about the game, guys, at the beginning I would like to talk about the ending of this match, because we had Volkan, and he did very well.
Yes.
I thought he will win the whole game, but he didn't jump out of his car at the end. Why? Tell me why.
Honestly, why does it hurt so bad? Sorry. I'm gonna be honest. Like I was quite surprised as well why he didn't leave the vehicle. Like he did actually have a look on Sayer before Sayer saw him. Like maybe he heard the vehicle coming through, but I'd say he had like maybe just a split second, maybe a little bit more than that, to kind of proactively go and make a play. But unfortunately, maybe he just wasn't ready. Maybe he felt like he wanted to maybe get a different position, actually go into the zone, seeing as Sayer was on the edge, maybe use the next circle shift as advantage. But in that kind of scenario, in a 1v1 scenario, no, you just got to go for it. You just got to go for the kill, go for the fight, because if you don't go for it now, you are going to go for it eventually. And since it was just the last player in the game anyways, you're already in a 1v1 scenario. There's not much that you're going to change by changing your position once, twice, or three times, because he's still going to be able to track you. He's still going to be able to see exactly where you're going and then play around that. And then you actually give him the opportunity to counterattack you. So no, just like he should have instantly gotten out of the car, instantly went for the fight. But Sayer was just too good.
He was too good. Yeah, but actually, it's like that in those kind of situations when there's 1 versus 1, it is like when you jumped out of the car first and you start shooting first, I think you have more chances to win. So next time, Volkan, if you hear us, jump out of this car, because I was really believing in you, and I hope you will get some chicken dinners maybe later, because soon we will come to Miramar. We will switch the map, and maybe this is time for you. So, Professor, tell me, do you see any progress when it comes to Vietnam qualifiers?
So far, honestly, no. But do I think that it will come? Yes. I have hope for that. I think it's just, some of those weeks. Players will come. I think it's whether we somehow cross path with them, whether it's a week that they can play around this time, because obviously we've got a little bit of time difference between us and them. It's Friday night. Like, what do you do on Friday night? What are you guys doing tonight? I'm definitely not having a toast sandwich, right? So that is one thing. And you know what? Yes. So in short, like, not yet, but not yet, right? It will come.
Okay. I hope it will come. Now we are going to see the breaks, and after the breaks, we'll jump straight into the match with our casters. Thank you, guys. See you in a minute.
Hello BTCV enthusiasts! In this video you will find instructions on how to set up Gold Wallet on your mobile device, as well as how to create a 3-key Vault wallet. Before we start, you need to download and install Gold Wallet app. You can get it on Play Store for Android devices and on App Store for iOS devices. You will also need a second device. It can be another phone, tablet, or a computer. How to set up Gold Wallet. To start the onboarding process, open the Gold Wallet app and follow the instructions in this video. Set up a 4-digit PIN you will use to log in. Now re-enter the PIN to confirm it. Create a strong transaction password that you will use to confirm all transactions and tap Save. Now re-enter the password to confirm it and tap Save. You're all set. Tap Go to Dashboard to start using the Gold Wallet. How to create a 3-key Vault wallet. Tap Wallets in the menu at the bottom of the screen. Tap the plus icon on the top right corner of the screen. Choose a name for your wallet. Select a 3-key Vault wallet from the list. Tap Add New Wallet. Now you need to generate and add your fast transaction key. Go to keygenerator.bitcoinvault.global on a separate device. When you're ready, tap Scan on the Gold Wallet mobile app. On the Key Generator website, you will see a PDF document which contains your public key and private key. Use your mobile device to scan the public key QR code. Next, click Export as PDF and save this document as a cancel transaction key. Now click Generate New Key to generate cancel transaction key and stay on the website. Tap Scan on the Gold Wallet mobile app. Use your mobile device to scan the public key QR code. Next, click Export as PDF and save this document as a fast transaction key. Wait for your wallet to be ready. It might take a while, so be patient. Now you will see a 12-word seed phrase. Write it down in the same order as it appears on the screen and store it in a safe place. Then tap OK, I wrote this down to go back to the main screen. Your wallet is now ready to use. Thank you for watching. A huge amount of time spent on developing a new security standard in crypto has paid off. In November 2020, the Bitcoin Vault 3-key security solution was launched on mainnet. Therefore, Bitcoin Vault has delivered on its promise to become a cryptocurrency allowing reversible transactions. It is time to move forward. In the coming years, the team behind Bitcoin Vault will focus on 6 work streams. Number 1. Development. Our main goal here will be to become a part of a decentralized application ecosystem revolving around Ethereum 2.0. That's why we want to create a wrapped version of Bitcoin Vault by the end of 2021. Number 2. Security. We have our own team of blockchain security experts who audit the code on a regular basis. It's better to be safe than sorry. That's why we stay ahead of dangers and potential loopholes or bugs in the system. We will work with external partners to apply any fixes necessary, perform penetration tests, and at some point work with community and white hats on blockchain security. Number 3. User experience. Bitcoin Vault apps will continue to improve. In the coming years, we will focus on collecting user feedback and applying it to redesign our products to make them user-friendly, convenient, and fresh. Number 4. Products. Along with IT development, we are strongly focusing on market adoption with new products in the pipeline. In 2021, we want to launch staking products with our partner support and connect the Bitcoin Vault ecosystem to fiat currencies. Number 5. Marketing. Awareness. This will be our marketing and communication focus for the next few years. Despite years of rapid development, only a small percentage of people around the world use crypto. It's time for a change. And last but not least, number 6. Quantum computing. The final work stream is more long-term. We are looking at quantum computing concepts with a lot of expectations. What would that mean for blockchain and distributed ledger technology? We will partner with public institutions and private businesses to find a new role for blockchain projects supporting emerging technologies. We cannot predict the future, but we can shape it. Join us. Find out more by visiting our website at btcv.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back and we are jumping right into the action as we're going to be getting into the second game of the day. And I believe that we have a total of 3 players available with us in Miramar. Playing path will be starting off from Valle del Mar all the way from the southwest. And it's going to be heading over Minas Generales, La Bendita, and just north of Los Leones to end between Junkyard and El Azahar, which is not a bad playing path. A good division, I guess. A couple of players are going to be jumping towards the very end, from what I can tell. 12-21 making the first jump. Sayer not even present in this game. So, and the fact that we even got the last 2 players dropping at the last possible second. Ichibu is making his first presence as well in the qualifier. So I want to see how that is going to work out for all these players.
Hey, you know what? For this playing path, where would you drop? If this is the actual game, like solo mode. Los Leones.
Okay. Actually, no, because I would actually go for El Pozo. If I was playing with duos or squads, I would go for Los Leones because I'd have some people to play around. I'd have some people that can guard different angles. But I would have gone El Pozo because it's a little bit far away from this from the plane path. Might require you to make a bit of a long jump. And again, El Pozo is just incredible loot, and it's one of my favorite spots. And I constantly land there, just because I'm so very used to it, so I can very easily keep up with the players that are around me and make sure that I'm not being attacked or anything like that.
Sounds like a good plan. I think really shows what type of players you are, where you want to jump. When they come competitive, completely different, right? But as a solo player, you know where I'm going to go. I'm going to go to the outskirts of Picado. I'm going to go to the south side of Picado, because solo mode means people may be too focused on one set of footsteps, close to them. I think hot jump is scary. You want to clear the buildings. For me, I have a small heart. Okay, no, I'm joking. It sounds bad because the opposite should be I'm a guy with a big heart. But you know what I mean? I get jumped, right? So don't want to get scared by someone. So decent loot around there. I can catch people off rotation. There are vehicles. You can move from compound to compound, and you can scope into Picado to maybe kill whoever's not quite careful, right? Like sticking the butt out. We saw sticking a finger out was it last week or the week before? I feel like we've done 2 last week, so maybe it's the earlier broadcast of what we've done last week. So
we basically have 2. Yeah, we had 2 last week, and I believe we have 3 this week. Today, tomorrow, and the day after. So it is an action-packed weekend of international PUBG Mobile. Very excited, honestly, for the Korean finals, the first finals that we're going to have from SkillzVault. So looking forward to how that's going to be going. Looking forward to all these players as well, getting to the finals, getting an opportunity to play with some of the big names in PUBG Mobile. Yeah. And, oh, baby, we're going to be seeing the first fight between Mao Kim and Ichibu. Ooh, Mao Kim. Does he spot him off? Ichibu, I mean, look, Ichibu has an SKS, but only a red dot. We're going to be seeing the first fight here. He should technically win. Mao Kim doesn't even have a scope on the Uzi. Ichibu still inching away, trying a couple of shots, but it's very difficult. No. Oh, is that it? One more? No, there it is. Oh, wait. Throw a nade? Oh! No, it's not a nade.
It's a smoke. Imagine that.
Oh, I thought it was a nade. That actually would have ended the game.
Oh, God. Yes, would it? Oh, yes, it would. Oh, my God. That would be new, but you know what? It's not like we haven't seen similar things before. Was it between me and you? It might be PMPL as well. We've seen I think it's in this one where we've seen someone kill someone and then get finished by another nade. May not be from the same person that he or she's fighting though. So still like pretty huge map. Like for these both players to find each other comes down to the style completely. You can use the glider, you can drive, you can use a bike to flip a few times. Not that type of flip, okay? Tricks, okay? 360. Doing tricks first, a little bit of BMX before finding each other. Or to be fair, it kind of makes me miss Seiya because I wonder what he would do, right? Like in this game, if he's here, he's probably going to do the stylish things again, which I never tired of watching.
Well, honestly, and I can never get tired of watching PUBG Mobile because that's one of the beautiful things about this game is you're never gonna find one game being exactly the same as another. It's always there's always going to be some kind of difference, whether it's the path. We can start with something major like the plane path, the first zone, then the first couple of shifts in the zone when it comes to. I guess also, which weapons each player is going to have. There's just so many things that can affect how the game plays out and how the game goes, especially when it comes to those last few moments. You got two teams playing on two opposite sides of the circle. One team's going to benefit, one team is not. One team might not always be the same team that benefits from those last minute circle shift. So you get to see how those different players, I guess, adapt to the circumstances in front of them, and that's one of the things that I love about this game. It just it gives the opportunity to the players to be so creative when it comes to movement, when it comes to rotation, when it comes to I guess their executions and their plans. But Mr. Tarzan, sorry, I apologize, Professor Tarzan.
Hey, is it? Okay, thank you.
Yeah, it's Professor. 1221 is actually getting dangerously close to Ichibu. Could we see the end of the game within 10 minutes? It is quite possible. This would be the first.
Yes, and it could be the battle or the DMR as well. Because people do talk about this. SLR or SKS. 1221's got an SLR now, but Ichibu finds him. I think he can spot him and maybe just kill him. 2 taps with the SKS. Can that happen? Both players only got 10 bullets though. No one's got that extended mag, so every single bullet counts. And you know what? Other than those mid-range triple headshots with a red dot on an AR, I think the next thing that I love most is maybe a double headshot on a DMR. I think it can happen here with these, low-level scopes as well. LRSR, this is one, didn't expect this one to be fair, so we need to keep some suspense because I think that is into audio range for footsteps.
Yeah, well, they're getting very, very close to each other. Oh, sorry. Okay, sorry. Production decided to give us a bit of a heart attack there. But now Ichibu, both players are very aware that they're very close to each other. Both players are aware these are going to be the final moments of this qualifier. Only one player will go through. Who's going to come out with that kill? Who's going to come out with that chicken? What? And Ichibu is going to get beat. He doesn't even know what's going on. How is Ichibu missing? No, Ichibu gets it. Are you kidding me? How did he not take advantage of that? He peeked around the corner. He had the advantage.
Yeah, the first
times out of 10, 12, 21 should have won. What was that?
Info. If you are not Sandstorm, don't wear your sunglasses playing Miramar, okay? You can see the swings coming through. You can see the leg already. Then you first heard the footsteps. Then you see that. Then it became not even a gentleman's agreement. Both choking. They're like, I'm not prepared for this. It's all single shots, taps. Man, you know what's impressive, though? 1221 actually had the time to swap from the DMR to the M4. That is swag right now. I have no words.
That's the problem. In those moments, you're very in those moments, you might not be thinking about that. That's the thing. If I was him and I was there, I would have instantly sprayed. I wouldn't have thought, what, I need to switch to my M4 because the way I say I'm switching to my M4. Boom, I'm already dead. So I just need to go for it with whatever I have right now. But honestly, very well played. To see Ichibu come out on top at the end of that one. Big mistakes. To be honest, though, big mistakes from the side of 1221. But I definitely want to find out what are the results of this qualifier and who of these players will we see joining us for the Vietnamese finals, as somehow we finished both games very quickly. That was quite insane. So let's Let's bring back our lovely host and see what he thinks of this, because that's a first for all the qualifiers from SkillzVault so far. So definitely want to get, I want to get his perspective on that. So there we go. Testry, this game ended in about 10 minutes, which is about a third of the time that we're used to. What a way to end it.
It is a record, I think. It is a record. We were setting a lobby longer than actually match itself. Guys, I don't know what to say. Let's skip about this, top 3 guys. Let's talk about those 2 guys. What the hell happened at the ending? Why this guy, was switching weapons? Why he didn't shoot him? They were knowing their own positions, so it was very, very weird for me. It's actually showing us there is so much place for you. If you even switching weapons in a very important situation, it is a place for you. So sign up, go to our qualifications, and maybe in the next week will be 15, 20, maybe more people in lobby, and we will have some longer matches, because we want some longer matches. We want to see people looking for the best weapon. We want to see people shooting. But guys, it was a very, very quick match. Have you seen that kind of a match before?
No, you know what? It's very interesting for me because it's very quick, but for solo mode, you can kind of expect it as well. It can happen, especially when it comes to people like hearing gunshots or something and then just, moving to the area, long range, finish. Like there's no time to reset. I think the interesting thing about today so far is that it's a record breaking day, right? There's some maybe good records, there's certain bad records, but the good ones definitely. We have seen the first contestant to kill the whole lobby by himself, except himself, right? And the second one, we've got the quickest game ever. So you know what? Like it's all about perspective. Like personally, I quite enjoy it. I think is different, and we need to see what will be brought to the table tomorrow, because finals is completely different. We know what these players can be, so I'm already well set up for tomorrow. I'll get myself ready, go back and maybe look at bots where available, and think about and start to do some predictions. We love doing that, but I'm probably still Team Sporter at the moment, just because I'm a huge fan of the way he plays.
Yeah, tomorrow is another day. Tomorrow is a different day. So for now, we are inviting you for tomorrow's Japanese Korean finals. I hope you will be here with us. But talking about Vietnam, I think they need 1 more week or 2 more weeks, because actually talking about the first game was very okay for me. The second one was quick, but if we will say, we have beaten the world record for PUBG Mobile when we was playing SkillzVault official tournament for PUBG Mobile. Perfecto. Yeah, maybe that's a good point about this match. So, guys, thank you so much. Get ready for tomorrow. Sleep well, and what can I say? Tomorrow is the day. Tomorrow is the day. Tomorrow,
I believe so.
Korea are playing, so I think it will be very, very nice final. So thank you so much again, Sandstorm. Thank you, Professor Tarzan. See you tomorrow. And also, thank you for today. Thank you for watching SkillzVault. Maybe this day was a little bit shorter because of this second Miramar game, but I think in the next qualification, Vietnam will show Vietnam power, and I hope it will be better than today, and it will be, I'm pretty sure. So thank you, dear viewers. Thank you for the entire SkillzVault team, and see you tomorrow in Korean finals.